Have you ever seen a heavy, airplane-grade aluminum lock crumble like wet paper? All it takes is a single drop of liquid metal. It acts like a biological virus, physically rotting the solid steel-like structure from the inside out in a matter of hours. The periodic table is full of anomalies exactly like this. It isn't a flawless map of nature. It is a corrupted source code. Infested with missing files, viral elements, and self-destruct sequences the universe is actively trying to hide from us.
Some files are corrupted, some are quarantined, and some were deliberately deleted. Take element 43, Technetium. From element 1 to 92, every single building block exists in nature, except this one. For decades, it was just a blank, missing space.
The universe refused to render it. It is the lightest element with absolutely zero stable isotopes. It was banned from the simulation. To see it, we had to invent the nuclear reactor. We hacked it back into existence.
But technetium isn't the only ghost. Meet element 85, Astatine. It is the rarest naturally occurring element on the planet. At any given moment, there is less than 1 single gram of it in the entire Earth's crust.
It is the universe's self-deleting file. If you somehow managed to gather enough of it to see with the naked eye, the sheer radiation would instantly vaporize it, and you, into a cloud of extreme heat. It physically refuses to exist in a tangible amount.
If astatine deletes itself, element 31 corrupts everything else. Gallium, the virus metal. It melts at just 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Hold it, and it turns into a liquid puddle in your palm.
But its true horror is what it does to others. Place a single drop of liquid gallium on a solid, airplane-grade aluminum lock. It acts like a biological virus. It infiltrates the crystal lattice. It corrupts the structural code. Within hours, solid steel-like metal becomes as brittle as wet paper. You can crush a heavy padlock with your bare hands. It physically rots other elements just by touching them.
Then there are the rogue programs. Element 9, Fluorine, the most violently reactive substance in the cosmos. Early chemists were blinded and killed just trying to isolate it. It breaks the ultimate rule of chemistry. Noble gases, like xenon, are supposed to be completely inert, untouchable. But fluorine is a chemical tyrant. It forces the untouchables to react. It will literally set glass, asbestos, and water on fire. It is the apex predator of the periodic table. It refuses to let anything exist in peace.
But the most terrifying one is the one left behind at a crime scene. Element 77. Iridium. It is incredibly rare on the surface. It is so heavy that almost all of it sank to the core when Earth formed.
Yet, there is exactly one massive layer of it, buried all over the globe, right at the geological line drawn 6 to 6 million years ago. The vaporized remains of the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. It is the doomsday dust, the physical fingerprint of the apocalypse. Whenever you hold a chunk of iridium, you are holding the literal murder weapon that reset the planet.
Some element wasn't even found here. Element 61. Promethium. Another massive hole in the table. Earth simply did not have it. Before humans ever managed to artificially synthesize it, we found it somewhere else. We detected its specific light signature emitting from a star in the Andromeda galaxy.
We couldn't find the file on our local server. We had to look at a neighboring galaxy just to prove the code actually existed.
All of this operates within the bounds of time, except element 83, Bismuth, an iridescent, alien, star-step crystal. For centuries, we thought it was completely stable.
We were wrong. It is radioactive, but its half-life is 20 quintillion years. That is roughly 1 billion times longer than the current age of the entire universe. When all the stars burn out, when the cosmos goes completely cold and dark, bismuth will still be sitting there, slowly ticking away. It is an immortal glitch that outlives time itself.
Which brings us to the edge of the render distance. Element 118. Oganesson. The heaviest element ever created. It exists for only a fraction of a millisecond inside particle accelerators.
Because its nucleus is so massive, its electrons have to spin near the speed of light just to stay in orbit. This triggers relativistic effects. The normal laws of quantum mechanics break down. It blurs the line between a solid and a gas.